Hey guys, and welcome to the Phil and Tammy Polson channel, where we educate, motivate, and inspire you into action.
Hi guys, and welcome to the show today. So today I need you to do this. I need you to subscribe, like, share, and hit that notification button so that anytime we upload a program, you get those awesome notifications. So today we are going to be finishing up part 5 of our series, I Am a Dreamer. All right, here we are, and we're back with part 5, and this will be our final part with this book, The Dream Giver, in the series, I Am a Dreamer. So we're just going to get right into it today because I think today's content maybe hopefully helps propel you to a new level. And so we were talking this week, and of course this past weekend was Tammy's birthday weekend and our anniversary weekend. 33 amazing years.
Wonderful, fabulous years.
And so we were talking, thinking about these last 33 years. Mm-hmm. There are times that we went through struggles, and now looking back, I don't even know how we made it through some of these.
Yeah.
I mean, it was absolutely crazy. But we decided this several times on our journey. It's not always going to be this way.
Right.
We made that declaration that it's not always going to be that way. And that only comes from when you have a heart of a warrior, that you decide you're not stopping, you're not giving in, you're not giving up. This is a moment in time. And I said to somebody this weekend, we were talking about their kids, and their kids are really young. I said, they're 2 years old now, but in a few days they'll be 21.
That's true.
And
so fast.
That's how fast and crazy it all happened. So time is going to keep going. Moses died and the earth kept spinning. Abraham died and the earth kept spinning. Abe Lincoln is gone and the earth kept spinning. Time is going to continue, and it's not always going to be this way, the way it is right now in your life.
That's right. So what you need to determine is, how much do you want your dream to come true? How much do you want that?
Yeah.
What is your desire in that? I know for me, we've gone through, like he said, so many different obstacles, but we knew the dream was inside, and we knew. And see, I think a lot of times people see God as the apple pie in the sky kind of God.
Sugar daddy God.
Yeah, sugar daddy. And he is a good God, and he is faithful to take care of us. But he also gives us the power to become what he created us to be. And so he handed us everything we need. We just need to step out and begin to walk in it. And you have to also decide, number 2, how much do you trust the dream giver, the God inside of you? How much do you trust him? Because I want you to know there's going to be times where you are like, I don't like this, God.
Yeah, we've had several of those.
This is not the way we planned it, and I don't like what you're doing.
Yeah, and having those moments are normal. We all have those. Yeah. We just don't let them go past a day or so. Yeah. Because if you allow that thing to go 2 days and 3 days in a week, then it'll be a month and it'll be a year. You'll wake up 5 years from now and realize you haven't moved at all. You have to ask yourself, as Tammy said, how much do I want this dream? Are you living out your big dream? Well, say maybe I'm not living out my big dream right now, but you're at least making steps towards that. Yeah. Because you cannot stop moving forward. It's okay to have a day where you hate where you're at. It's okay to have a day to cry. It's okay to be frustrated at times, but you cannot stop moving forward in the process of getting to the big dream.
Yeah, because you have to trust that God does have a great plan. When you look through the different people in the Bible, God had an ultimate plan, even though things did not go the way they thought it should go. So it's important. You have to trust God. You have to say, you know what? I don't get this, but somehow you are working this all together for my good, and you are directing my path, because I believe your words when you said that I can, if I seek you, I will find you.
Right, if I knock.
Yes, and you'll open the door. And that is a thing that has to become a priority in your life, is that you need to take time and seek him. Maybe you're not used to seeking God right now and you don't know how to do it. Just take 5 minutes with a pad and a pencil or paper and just go sit quietly and say, God, show me the next step.
Yeah, because life is not meant to be impossible to figure out.
Right.
You know, God is not trying to hide this big dream from you. So it's not that God is trying to make it impossible to hear him. Look for God's fingerprints.
Yeah.
And follow those and trust him and talk to him. Follow his leading. There is somewhere and there is a path that he is leading you down. You just, as Tammy said, I think she said it the best you can say it, you have to be still and know that he's God.
Yeah.
And let him speak to you. Let him speak life into you. Let him speak vision in you. Because where there is no vision, you will perish. What does that mean? That means you can't keep going where there's no leading. You will stop and you will die at the water's edge. Had Moses gotten to the water's edge and said, wow, I don't know what to do here.
Yeah.
But he called on God, and God said, Moses, take the rod and stretch it out over the water.
Yeah.
There has to be some kind of action that takes place on your part. It's not impossible to do, but you have to make some movement. You have to make some action. God puts the desire in you to do it, and then you've got to go do it. You're going to have days that you feel like you're on top of the entire Empire State Building. There's days you're going to feel like you're in the basement in the dark and can't even get out.
Yeah, but the thing, when you are in those situations, it is so important that you find a dream buddy or a dream buster that can help you get your dreams. When you're at your point of, I'm just done, I'm finished.
Your weakest point.
That there is someone there to say, you've got this. Man, this dream is big inside of you. Someone that will lift you up when you're in that rough moment and encourage you to go on. You've got to find people that have that same desire to fulfill God's plan. They don't have to have the exact plan that you have, but they have to have a desire to move forward, so that when you're in your rough spot, you can say, hey, I'm here. And they say, come on, we've got big plans and God's going to help us. Go ahead.
None of us were created independent.
Right.
We were all created codependent. In fact, all the way back to Adam, and I've said this before, God looked at Adam in his situation and said, you know what? It's not good that you're alone. And he made him a helper. We all need someone to help us. And that's the danger sometimes, especially in the church. We get offended, something happens that we didn't agree with, and we isolate ourselves, not realizing that the very people that we're isolating ourselves from are the very people that God put in our lives that we need. And so I encourage you, as Tammy said, find you somebody that has a dream. Find you somebody maybe that's already doing what you want to do. Find somebody that is a mover and a shaker and going somewhere, and hook up with them and have a plan to go somewhere great in your big dream. But you just cannot stop. And I cannot emphasize enough, we've loved this book, The Dream Giver. God is the dream giver. That's what this book is all about. And I just encourage you to get it. I encourage you to go back. If you're just jumping on part 5, I encourage you to go back and listen to 1, 2, 3, 4, and then come back to 5, because there's a lot of great information. Remember, this whole series is I Am a Dreamer. You first have to ask yourself, do I have a dream? And if you don't have a dream, then you've got to get before the face of God and find out God's plan, because God has a dream for you. Sometimes we think, well, God works miracles, but it's for somebody else. He does it for those people over there. He does it for the pastor, or he does it for a certain select group of people, but he doesn't do it for me. That's hogwash.
That's right.
God has a great plan, a great vision, a great word, and a great mission for you to do.
Yes.
You just have to plug into that thing, hook up with somebody that's doing it, and watch God blossom that thing that he's created on the inside of you.
I just want you guys to always remember that you are awesome.
And your best days are just ahead.